What's the tea, everybody? Hi! Today's Friday, and Fridays are always a drag. And in today's video, we're doing a recreation of Plastique Tiara makeup look from Rupauls Drag Race All-Star Season 9. And this is her white eyebrow, white eyelashes anime look. So if you guys don't know me, I'm Elaina. I was on Pay to Choose Raven Season 2, available on Wow Presents Plus right now. I usually do drag looks, makeup tutorials, colorful looks, and all kind of stuff on my channel. Check it out later. So it's gonna be a quick tutorial, and we're gonna discuss at the end how we came to this very crafty look. So if you're interested in keep on watching, let's get into it. So I blocked out my eyebrows, which are non-existent anyway, so I just put concealer on my old eyebrow tattoo remains, and I put some base on, and we're going with the Beauty Bay Bright Jew. So this is second edition. I don't have the first one. Somebody asked me to do the tutorial with Beauty Bay Brights, and I still want to do like a rainbow look or bright with this. It's a nice palette, but today we're going to do plastic pink and purplish look. So we're gonna go for this shade over here, with a little white, with a little bit of deeper purple. You know, her makeup looks different at a different light, and the fact is, like, everybody comes up with a cleaner look on Instagram, like a post-production, right? And on Instagram it looks like a neutral and the lips look different. So I'm not sure about that. I actually like her look on the show rather than Instagram. And this seems to be the case very often when queens like go like a post the TV show, they do, like I redid my looks on Painted Raven too, but I think my looks at home were better than the show, maybe, I don't know. But I find that sometimes I like their first looks like on the runway, so I mean, whatever. So we're gonna go for the lightest pink first with the fluffy brush. It's a very simple look, kind of a halo eye-ish, and just kind of have, this is macaroon, the lightest pink. So I noticed that, I mean, there's only like one tutorial of Plastique Tiara on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel with 1.3 million subscribers. And it says like 600 something videos. So you click videos and it shows only 2, and none of them are makeup tutorials. And I'm like, wait, where is it 600 videos? Well, what she does, she's a TikTok queen, obviously. She does TikToks and then she posts them on shorts on YouTube. There's like 600 something videos, it's all TikToks pretty much. And it's not helpful because they're all like transitions, none of them are tutorials. I'm the opposite. I like to be on YouTube, I like to talk, but nobody seems to like it. I think she's doing what people actually are watching, and I'm doing what I like, but nobody cares. But, you know, I don't know. I just cannot get into TikTok. I can't. So I'm going for the rom-com, which is like a deeper purple. I'm kind of mixing a few shades together to create color. You know, it's always hard to tell because when they're on the main stage on the runway, I think the lights are there, slightly pinkish, so their looks on a runway might look a little different from actually when they sit like in a natural light. So it doesn't really matter. So we're going to deepen up the outer corner with the deeper shades on the same palette, Mulberry. So I'm gonna go even into this. It looks like it's all pinkish, pinkish purplish. So that's my color story totally. I love my pinks, purples. Of course, I'm not gonna have the outfit or the wig as usual. You know, the looks are getting more and more elaborate on the show. Like, even if I wanted to be on a RuPaul Drag Race and I got like, I mean, I could be funny, I could probably dance before. I'm a Zumba instructor, I'm a pretty good dancer, but with all elaborate outfits, like, I would never. It's so expensive and it's so time consuming and labor intensive to get all these outfits together. I'm like, girl, it's only worth it if you really want to do this as like a primary job afterwards, but just for fun and to be in the show. No, not gonna do it. People have been asking me why I wouldn't apply because producers already know me, but even if they wanted to put like a biological woman on there, it would be a lot of work. I would have to like really, really get the money investment and everything. And I'm not sure if I have enough energy or money to do that. So we're gonna put a little more primer in the middle. It's not like a cut crease, like anything like a really precise. It's more of a halo-ish. So I'm gonna use a perfusion base and a crease here already, but it doesn't matter. I just want to slap some white on so we can set it with white eyeshadow. And I'm going to put it here a little bit too. Setting it with white on the same palette. It's a very decent white actually. Very opaque. I have a Beauty Bay Bright Mattes and the white there. I'm going to show you. I painted that white, but it was not that great to be honest. It was less opaque. See? That white is gone. This is a real good palette, actually a real good palette, but the white was not the best in that palette, but here I think it's like improved or something, I don't know, but this white is like pretty pigmented, look at that. That's what I'm saying, guys, that some makeup brands don't have to be that expensive to be good. And Beauty Bay is so inexpensive and the formula is like the best. Like the pigmentation, the blendability, everything. And those huge palettes they produce and it's so cheap, even with the shipping to US. I'm like highly recommend Beauty Bay stuff. So I'm gonna smudge a little pink leftovers on this brush. Leftovers, still bright. I think there's a little pink under her eyes, and I'm pretty sure she was wearing white eyelashes, fake eyelashes on the bottom lash as well. And I actually ordered some on Amazon. I think the ones I received from Amazon are smaller than hers, but you know, we're the crafty queens here. We can make it work. We're gonna cut them, stack them, make them work, make them bigger, make them pop up. So that's kind of a base of the eye. I think I'm gonna go into the base and then I'll do the eyebrows afterwards. I think she does that too. So it's time for the foundation. I already primed myself with a photo finish primer from Smashbox, and we're going to use Catrice. I was going to use Smashbox also on foundation, I should have, right? But I don't know, I'll just mix and match. This is Catrice and I like this foundation. It's pretty full coverage, good for drag for me at least. And this is color Toffee, something Toffee, Neutral Toffee 46. So I just put self tanner on today, so that should match my self tanner. So good with Kimchi Shake Concealer in medium beige, as usual on my usual shape, the diamond shape. Highlight the middle of the face. I already did my forehead a little bit here, and the other side. I mean, it's nothing that you have not seen. I'm just applying a little less product than usual, because Plastique goes for like a little more natural look. She doesn't go for harsh lines. Everything is very subtle, beautiful, like very pretty, fairy looking. Like, she always looks like a fairy, in it, like in a good way, beautiful. So for contour, I'm using contour stick from Flormar, and this is just like for change. I usually use Anastasia, and this is like a dupe for Anastasia but cheaper, and I think it's a little less intense. So I like to use it on a sponge directly on the face, especially for subtle looks like Plastique Tiara. She doesn't do like an extremely dark contour, so it's easier just to use the sponge or the brush and apply it on the brush or on the sponge and just push it in instead of like drawing lines. Maybe just for this part over here we can draw the line. So the nose contour should be a little subtle as well. I'm using a small brush. I'm just using the same contour stick, just very subtle lines. She doesn't do anything crazy, just like very subtle nose contour. Her nose is beautiful as it is, like there is no need to do anything crazy with it. So I blended my eyeshadow a little more higher up, and now we're going to create a little more contour. It's just very subtle because, like, again, like I said, her contour is not like very dark. So I'm gonna use my Kimchi Shake Beauty Pale Contour Tony 01, and it's a little lighter shade than the other one I have. Oh, by the way, if you look at this, this is the wig grip, and this is like game changer. Even like some of the wigs, I don't have to glue them down if I'm going out. Some of them just sit. If you put this on, the wigs just stay. It's so good. Like guys, I got this on Amazon. It's like off-brand. It works. Really works well. So, but I want to keep it on now because later on with the makeup, I don't want to like pull it over, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use the blush, the Kimchi and Plastique palette. So this is very subtle, and the blush in the video and the picture that I see, it's more of a pinkish shade that's like a close to eyeshadow. So I'm probably gonna mix it with the eyeshadow, with the brighter pink eyeshadow. I could have probably used the Mercedes blush from Kimchi, but I kind of want to go with the same because if you use eyeshadow, it's gonna match the look in the eye more. Oh yeah, I really like this. I like to mix things. Eyeshadow can be used as a blush easily, as you might know. So we're going to use the highlighter from the same palette, and it's a little subtle, so I might add a little bit more of something on top because it seems like there's a lot of reflection on her nose, like on her upper lip. She highlights. It definitely does. Well, it kind of does work. It's pretty. I'm using the same palette, like I said. So I'm gonna put a little here. Probably use my finger. So for the eyebrows, I'm going to use the Kimchi Shake Concealer in solid white. So we're going to just draw them on. And this has to be just up, pretty much straight line. Seems like on Instagram she had like all those hairs. Almost looks like she had those eyebrow wigs, you know. I think she likes to use those eyebrow wigs, doesn't she? But on the show, we ain't got time for that. So I think she just drew them on pretty much. And we can just set this with the white eyeshadow and then maybe draw some lines, little hairs afterwards. So I set this with the white eyeshadow and I'm gonna add a little bit of white streaks. I'm just using this for the ease of it because the eyebrows on the show are pretty solid. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this is a Glam, by the way. It's not like the best white eyeliner, but for the eyebrows it's just fine. Just added a little bit texture to it. See? Kind of looks cool. So we managed to put the eyelashes on and I put some gems. I used a little sticky silver things. I think she had those sticky things in the show and none of it on Instagram. Instagram look was so much plain. I mean, Instagram look was more of a conceptual because of the video, but I love the runway look, so we're gonna go with this. The lips are like more of a kind of a in the middle, like a doll lip triangle. So I'm gonna use Kimchi Shake Beauty, and this is Matte Poppin' Liquid Lipstick in the color Date Night, and this is I think the right color red. She was all pink, but I'm pretty sure the lipstick wasn't pink, it was the red. So I'm just gonna use the brush, just a small flat brush, to create this kind of a shape. I think it needs to be a little deeper red, but we'll shall see. I might mix it something on it. And she's here. Plastique Tiara look from Rupauls Drag Race All Stars. I mean, very crafty. Very crafty. Oh, so I'm going to explain myself for a second. So she had bunny ears, very anime. I have cat ears hat that I covered up with hair to create a bump. I put some jewels on. I put my earrings on top of the wig to create the look illusion, you know. But yeah, so the highlight for me is like the eyelashes, of course, and I put my contact lenses, and I had the pink ones, but they dried out, so I had to throw them away. I found them all like scrunchy inside, so that was a loss. And these are actually Sagittarius, the ones I used for the painted with Raven Sagittarius look, but they have pink in them, so, and they're very anime, of course, so that's very nice. So it's kind of like, you know, to each their own. She's got bunny ears, I got cat ears because I'm a cat mom. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of my story. This is a little cutout paper just to get a little shiny thing, because she had all the shiny things. But you know, we're very crafty here, so we get, as always I always say, this is Plastique Tiara look, and this is the Wish or AliExpress version of it. And this is the same damn white wig I use for everything. But you know, for YouTube, this is like, this what matters. So what I love about this, how this all comes together, like what Michelle Visage said during the critiques, that she usually hates the white lashes, and I hate the white lashes. I don't really like the colored lashes or like the white lashes, because they usually make everything look small and pop less. But this is like, it all kind of looks good together. These eyelashes are not all that great, so I kind of painted the white streaks with water activated liners, and I think she had some of that too, because I saw her with the eyes closed and she had something painted there, so I added that. I really like the silver stickers, you know, she had those too, and a couple of gems here. These are pearls. And the only thing I don't like this kind of lips, but I understand, this is the look, you know, this is the theme. So there you go. Not my type of like favorite looks, but this is a Plastique Tiara recreation of makeup. Like, ignore all the craftiness, but there you go. So let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And the notification bell. Follow me on social media if you like. All the links are in the description box. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye!